everybody. Hey everyone. It is my first live on TikTok. Normally I am live on Facebook, but I have had people telling me you should go live on TikTok, so here we are. So I'm offering readings. Keep your comments friendly. If you're not friendly, you'll get booted. If anybody has a request for a reading, please let me know. But I hope everyone's had a good weekend. Hi, T. One sec here. So if anybody has a question or has like a request for a reading or wants me to pull cards for them, just put a little comments. Hey, Mr. Jones, how are you, sir? How are you? What's cracking? I finally bit the bullet and I decided I'm gonna go and pull some cards on TikTok. Finally. Well, if you want me to pull cards for you, just say the word. You know how I do things. So the way that I do things, folks, because welcome to the Pendulum's Path. I'm a psychic medium. So I am a tarot reader, oracle reader, psychic medium. Just kind of depends on what kind of happens. Typically, kind of just depends on what Spirit has to say, really. But I have cards with me. I've got tarot cards. I've got some oracle cards. I'm just using a couple of my Spirit oracle cards at the moment. Just kind of depends on how they want to relay the message. Hey Terry, if you want me to pull cards for you, just let me know. So I'm not going to pull unless you ask me to. Well, thank you for that. Hang on one sec. I feel like you're struggling with the losses. It's kind of like 1, 2, 3, like kind of just like, it feels like kind of like the family kind of just like fell apart or fell down, or like multiple members in your family kind of just like, I want to just put it nicely, but I feel like you just kind of lost like 3 family members, like all in a row kind of thing, and you were really struggling to kind of gain your footing after that. This card of baby steps comes out for you, Terry. That's just like saying, like, just take it slow, okay? Like, grief is a journey, it's not a race. Don't run through it. Okay? Like, don't run through it. You're having a hard time finding happiness, sir. Like, you're not happy with a lot of things, like your job, your home situation. You need a different job. You're not being respected where you are right now. Your cards never work out. Why not? When you pull them for yourself, got the nail on the head, losing family, and you ain't happy. Well, do you want guidance on what you can do? Jeez Louise. Okay, Terry, your anxiety is just like through the roof. Okay. Your anxiety is through the roof. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I'm very sorry about that. I'm so sorry, Terry. Let's see, I dropped one more on the floor there. You're also questioning other commitments too. Like, I don't know if I want to do something another year. I don't know if it's like it's like something that you sign up for like every single year, but like you might be like reconsidering signing up for it again. Does that make sense, Terry? Is that what it is? Are you like kind of questioning whether or not you kind of want to do that again? Like, I don't know if I have like the energy or if I'm gonna have the time. If I'll oh, okay, for soccer. Okay. Don't worry about like letting people down, okay? I feel like it's more like you're doing it for yourself, or if you take a step back, it's gonna be because you're doing it for yourself, and you worry about letting other people down. But if you don't pay attention or if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to end up letting other people down. Does that make sense? So it's okay to like sit back and take a break from things. All right? Like, it's okay to just kind of take a sit back and just be like, okay, it's all right to just say no for just a second. You know what I mean? But you know what? If you want to book a reading with me, like really like look into it a little bit, visit me on my website, www.thependulumspath.com. Book a reading with me. Okay, so face like some codependency issues there, alright? Anything that you are codependent on, whether that is a person, an item, a substance, whatever it is. Okay, whatever it is that you were codependent on, or whatever it is that you were clinging on to, make the effort to take the steps to get yourself like back upright again, alright? Okay? Sending hugs. Okay, well, there are some times where like psychic readings, if it means something to you, take it, okay? If there's a message that comes out of my mouth and you're like, oh my God, that feels like everything that I'm going through right now. Sometimes my spirit guides are like, listen, there's more than one person that needs to kind of hear this. So like, here we go. So if that makes sense for you, please take it. Okay. I hope that that does make sense for you. Though. And I'm sorry that you're going through a really, really hard time, because that sucks. And I don't want people to go through hard times. That's awful. Like word for word. Well, see, there you go. Spirit be copying and pasting messages for more than one person. Hello, Nikki Moran. If you want to moderate this for a little bit, if you want to just like keep tabs on stuff. I didn't even ask you. I was like, moderator. I'll just add Nikki. She has no clue. Sorry. I pinned a comment. I don't know how to unpin a comment. Is that? I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Where are my glasses from? I have no clue. This is an old prescription. These are old frames. I don't know. It's been a long time. I like them though. They're comfy. Probably from like some corporate America like place. I will be updating them eventually. I have a prescription. I just haven't found a set of frames that I like yet. I'm really picky. Because, you know, they're going to be on my face for a minute. Before you drop off, throw you a card. Come on, damn it. Give me a card. All right. If you want to move, you got to be brave. You got to be courageous. You got to do the thing. Okay, you got to take a deep breath and be like, this is going to sting for a second, but I have to do this. Okay, this courageous peony is like you're starting to open up and actually starting to be yourself. Okay, it's okay to be yourself. In fact, once you start being yourself, it's more like a decision, really. Like you got a decision. You got to make. A door's there. Take it. Go through the freaking door. Okay. This might feel like a spontaneous decision to do, like to just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go through the door. But if you say like, fuck it, I'm gonna go through the door, I feel like you're gonna be like so thankful that you did. Okay? And I want to let you know, there is also, there's I don't want to say like heavy female, there's like a heavy energy, there's like heavy female energy around you. I see the number 4 as well. I don't know if that's like 4 people on the other side or 4 females on the other side that are like part of your spiritual team. But it's almost like you got like some warrior women behind you. You got like some warriors. They're showing me like the big like iron like shields and like big like swords and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. But like your community, your spiritual community is just whoop all the way around you. I hope that makes sense. But like the thing that you're worrying so much about in perspective, it doesn't matter. Okay? Your birthday is the 4th. Well, take that as validation. That's fucking fantastic. So, they know, okay? And you are very, very welcome. Hi, Bambi Joe. How are you, friends? I see you. Oh, Bambi, you'll have to message me about your order. I was like, what are the words that I'm thinking of at the moment? I don't know why I want to say the word scatterbrain. Are you feeling scatterbrained, Bambi? It was just like for pricing and stuff like that. And guys, like if just in case, because you guys don't know, I'm new here to the whole TikTok thing. I am a professional psychic medium. I have my own business, have had it for quite a while. I have my own website. I sell crystals. I sell oils. I sell like cleansing sprays and all that kind of stuff. So you still don't believe, but damn, you're good. That's okay. You don't have to believe. It's all right. One sec, my alarm's just screaming at me. It's all right if you don't believe. I'm very much real. I'm very much here. Well, thank you, Bambi. I appreciate you. So you are feeling like really, really scatterbrained. Okay. You want me to pull cards for you? Like you don't get enough readings from me each week and on through my Patreon and all of that stuff. I'm like, not like you didn't just see me like a couple days ago for a reading, but whatever, it's fine. Okay. I heard the words like it's getting easier. So I don't know if like the situation that you're going through, it's getting easier for you to manage it. It's kind of like this little like light switch, and you're just like, okay, I let that piece go. It's like you're just like, It's like you're just shedding pieces off that like you now realize that like it doesn't even matter anymore. It doesn't matter to you. It's not necessary for you to worry about anymore. So congratulations to you for doing that. All right, so yeah, so you were definitely going through like you. I did used to have purple hair like a very, 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 very long time ago. How did you know that? That's really weird. It's kind of cool. Anyway, so this whole like soul growth that you are going through is painful, and I know that it's painful. Okay, soul growth sucks. Like on every level, it sucks so bad. But you are going through this massive, I don't want to say like a word ascension, but you're growing up, okay? And good for you. Even though you feel like you are alone, you're not, okay? You're not alone. You know, you can call me like freaking every day, anytime, okay? And just be like, oh my god, I feel like the walls are closing in on me. I'll get on the phone with you, okay? You know where you can reach me, but you are going through like a massive severing at this time, and Spirit's just kind of validating that for you. So keep on snipping away at those little threads, those little cords and stuff like that. All right, you're looking at things from a new perspective, and I know that's painful, and you might. I want to say the word stop thinking that you don't matter, because you do. Very, very much, okay? To more than one person, even if it's not him. Because D's being a D-bag, okay? Even though I've never met him or you physically in the fleshy form, really. You know. D's being a D-bag. Yeah, okay. So, you don't need that. You deserve way better. You deserve way better, baby. Stop. Just... Yeah. So... Yeah, you matter too. And I tell her that all the time. Alright? You've got so... Okay. Start watering your own garden, okay? To see the growth, alright? Stop watering other people's plants, alright? Okay? Alright? Good for you. Bravo. Bravo. Alright? Start watering your own garden. Alright? Because you have to take care of yourself. You can't be taking care of him. He can't take care of himself. Alright? Look at that. Flight. Fly away. Whoop. Alright? Take flight from this. Hope that makes sense for you. You're like, always. And I'm sure I'll get a text later and be like, listen, this is what's going on. Kind of how it goes, isn't it? So if anybody wants me to pull some cards for them, just drop a little comment below. Or you can put in a question if you want me to look into something like specific. Where am I from? That is a which decade? do you want to discuss? Because I'm from everywhere. Originally from the UK, born and raised in Scotland, moved to the United States like in 1994, moved all over the United States, like I'm just everywhere. So, right now, currently, I'm in like the West Virginia, Pennsylvania kind of area. Well, Nikki, they're just throwing stuff out here. Hang on. But normally I'm doing lives on other channels. So normally I'm using using StreamYard, and you were born in Wales. Would you look at that? You're probably like, she's different. I definitely still have the British sense of humor. Very dry. Very dry sense of humor. Nikki, girlfriend, you were doing some okay. Oh, bravo. Would you look at that? Okay. It's nice that they threw these all out for you. Nikki, deep cellular healing. You're going through it, babes. All right, and good for you. Okay. This is like physical and emotional healing. All right. So like any illnesses that you're feeling right now, like any just like internal, forgive me for saying this, but what you feel like is a parasite inside of your body. Like, I wish this thing would just leave me, okay? Whatever it is that's bugging you internally, it's gonna go away. But also I want to talk about like the emotional healing and like the painful healing, and it's like drastic acceptance. Drastic painful acceptance, maybe, in a way. But the weight of the world, if you keep carrying this weight on top of you, Nikki, it's gonna crumble you. Okay, so you need to share your feelings, share your songs, start singing, start dancing, start writing poetry, start writing stuff down, start getting it all out of you, girlfriend, okay? Even if you don't know why you want to cry, start crying anyway. You're going to start feeling a hell of a lot better. But it's like this, like, it's like your whole world is like suddenly changed, or like your vision of your world has suddenly changed, or you're like suddenly realizing like, oh, okay, so my future is definitely not going to look like what I thought it was going to look like, and now I need to accept that. And that's painful, and that's okay. I do still have, just for damn it, if damn it is still in here, I do still have an accent. I choose to hide it. I choose to hide it because everywhere I go, everybody asks me the same, like, 9,000 questions. Where are you from? Why are you here? Blah, 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 blah. I was like, I had no choice in the matter. I was 9. I was 9 years old, and I got teased incessantly for, like, the first, like, 4 years of my childhood. So, you know, I'm kind of over it. Kind of over it. It does, though, doesn't it? It does. Anytime I'm on the phone with my mom, or if I watch something on TV that is UK based, immediately. Literally always spot on every reading. Well, thank you, Nikki. Is that my cat at the door again? Possibly. Possibly is. She always has to be a part of everything that I do. Well, thanks for everybody for joining me. This has been exciting so far. Normally I have a bigger turnout on all my other channels, but if you want to join me on my other channels, find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on all of the things, okay? Just type in The Pendulum's Path. You'll find me. You'll find me. Raised in Cardiff. I did have Marmite on toast this morning, and I've had at least 3 cups of Tetley tea, so I still carry it with me everywhere I go. I have to. I miss it, though. Like, I mourn it. I mourn it. Alright, I love it when they just, like, toss one out for me like that. You still drink tea? I have to. I have to. I have to. I actually do another show monthly called Coffee and Tea. And of course, I took that as an opportunity since the other co host drinks copious amounts of coffee. I'm sitting there with a massive bath of tea in my hand. Because that's just how I have to do it. But whenever my accent comes out, my friends all freak out. What does tea do? Everything. It is the healer of all things, okay? If you are having a bad day, mom sits you down. Would you like a cup of tea? Absolutely. Wake up in the morning, make a pot of tea. Come home from work, put the kettle on. Yep. You don't really need a reason to drink tea. It is a lifestyle. It is ritual. I was like, I've been here a little bit longer than 20 years, but yes, no. And it has to be, like, I have to get Tetley. If it's not Tetley, I'll settle for PG Tips, but where I live, it's very difficult. It's very limited what I have available to me that is British based, so. I think I have a couple of cans of Heinz beans. I think I have a couple of cans of Heinz baked beans. I'll make you a cup of tea, Nikki. Okay, I will make you a proper cup of tea, okay? Not just like herbal tea. This isn't like like herbal tea. We're not talking about herbal teas, okay? We're talking about straight up English breakfast black tea. That's what we're talking about. Well, if anybody else wants some cards pulled, let me know. Or I've got my witch's runes too. Just straight tea. It's just tea. When people are like, what kind of tea? And I was like, what do you mean, what kind of tea? Like, what brand? They're like, no, do you want like peppermint or like raspberries? Like, no, tea. Tea. There's only one kind of tea. Or at least there is in mine and millions of other people's opinions. I gotta plug in my phone. Excuse me for turning my back. Did not mean to do that. That's rude. It's just tea. Yep. Don't need to complicate things. Oh, do you? Well, I am very jealous. Very, very jealous. You're like, now I have to have one. Well, have a sip for me, please. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I will probably go and have one immediately after this as well. I probably, knowing me, I probably put the kettle on like twice already, but never actually did anything with it. So that's just how I am, though. That's just me. My ADHD mind is like, I have other things to do. Got distracted. I'm like, oh look, dishes need to be done. And the kettle's whistling at me until it's completely empty. It's great. But if anybody wants some cards pulled, let me know. Gotcha. I'm sick and tired of bending over. I've got too many spinal issues. You'd think being a psychic and a medium would just kind of like eliminate you from having like health issues. In fact, it does quite the opposite. They're like, you're going to feel pain every single day for the rest of your life. Or at least in my case, that's how it's been. Live the trauma. Yeah, tea is good. Do do do. I was like, I might go live again later on tonight, but I might go live on YouTube. If anybody wants to follow me on YouTube, again, follow me at The Pendulum's Path. Or look me up at thependulumspath.com. Buy things from my shop. Self-promotion and all of that. I'm terrible at it. Word of mouth goes a very long way. That's how I've built my business, is word of mouth. So, you know, I woke up one day and I was like, okay, so like I see dead people, so we gotta do something about that. My therapist was thrilled that day. It's kind of quiet. That's okay. It's my first live, so we'll see what happens on my next one, because I intend to do all this again. I intend on it. Someone else is trying to message me. There we go. I do have pendulums for sale. I think I have like 5 or 6. I have less than 10 currently in my stock. I know that much. I'll have to look in my box case drawer thing. But I have, oh my gosh, in front of me I have 3. So I've got this one currently, and then I have this one, and then this is the beast. I have this one. This one is, I love this one. This one likes to move quite heavily. This one's a beast. Well, you're not a beast, but you're heavy, aren't you? Quite heavy. Quite heavy. But I love this one. This one was gifted to me. Created, crafted, and gifted to me. Made for me. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Actually, the first pendulum I was ever given was made for me by my friend Sarah. And it was a very long chain, and the end of it was a key. And she made it for me. And she was like, I don't know why, but I feel like I should give this to you, because I feel like that, like, you might be able to, like, work with it. And then, like, wouldn't you know it, like, for, like, 5 years later, I'm opening up my business called The Pendulum's Path. And I totally gave her credit for it, too. I was like, you do know that, like, you are the reason that my business is called The Pendulum's Path, right? Like, you do know. Yeah. It's just like, I had no idea. And it's just like, I was that instrumental. And it was like, it kind of unlocked some extra stuff for me. Like, I just jived with it. I just gelled with it, you know? So, and then of course we took it to the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, and we did the whole overnight lockdown tour. In that, and for those of you that don't know, the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum is it's an abandoned lunatic asylum hospital in West Virginia. And they have a really, really dark history over there, and there's definitely some paranormal activity. But when I was there, I brought this pendulum with me, and we had some amazing responses that came out that night. So, flash forwarded, like, my life a whole like couple of years, and then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna name my business The Pendulum's Path. And I actually just celebrated my 3-year business anniversary like this month. So congratulations to me. Actually, if anybody wants to book in with me, I actually have a 30% off like coupon right now and a 30% off sale. So if anybody wants to take advantage of that, head to my website, go to the email readings, or if you want to book in with a like phone reading or a video reading, you're going to type in happy anniversary all together, and then hit that in the coupon code, and that'll save you 30% as well. Hope that makes sense. If you got any questions, you can always send me a message. If you guys could hit the share button, share it out, tell your friends, or somebody could like maybe put on my Facebook page. That would be fun. Hi, Brenda. I saw you. I saw ya. I saw ya. How are you, friend? How are you doing? Can't tell you how much the guilt has been eating me alive over the fact that I said what I said and then you said what you said. Now I'm like, now I feel bad because I said what I said. Not that it wouldn't have like changed anything. You know. It wouldn't have changed anything. But still. Sometimes I feel bad whenever I say things and then it actually does happen and I'm like, shit. I know! You're like, I don't even want to tell her. Like, I don't even want to tell her that she was right. Like, but like, hell, she was right. Yeah. You can say what it was. It was, yeah. This is not fun. I'm so sorry. It's not fun when I'm like, your heart's gonna get broken. And people are like, no, you always give good news. And I'm like, yeah, not all the time though. Sometimes there's not so great news out there in the world. Not everybody's life is perfect. And I'm so sorry that you had a hard moment. But if you want to read and let me know. Hopefully this one will be like a little bit better than the last one. She says I have the dogs, or I found the dogs, or she's with the dogs. It's almost like they're like really like short hair is what I heard. Short hair, so I don't know if you have short hairs, or I don't know who had short hairs. Short hair something. Don't know short hair what. Short hair dog. But if you're feeling like kind of like you want to just kind of like isolate yourself, or you're just kind of, it's like, okay, it's not isolating yourself. You don't shut yourself off from the family because you're mad at them. Okay? Don't shut yourself off because you're mad at them, all right? Like, don't cease connection with them, okay? I don't know who it was that was like, it wasn't out of ignorance, okay? I want to say that, like, whatever happened, or whatever choices that they made to, like, not tell you things, it wasn't done out of ignorance. It wasn't done on purpose out of ignorance. It wasn't because they ignored you. It wasn't like it was more like like, we don't know, I just keep hearing it wasn't out of ignorance. Like, don't hold it against them for too long. You can be mad. Be mad. You can be mad. Let me tell you, I'm still mad about people not telling me about other people's passings, okay? Like, don't get me started on it. Even though I already knew, I also was just like, they still haven't said anything to me about it. Like, how is it that yeah, my family, somebody passed in my family, and everybody was just like, we're not gonna say anything about it. So, if you are feeling super agitated, get yourself regrounded. Get back into like the creative seat, because they showed me the paintbrush, so like get back into creation again. Okay, just know that like your auntie is in her like Earth 2.0. She's fully on the other side. She's fully with it. She's driving away. Like, her hips don't hurt anymore. She's got her knee back. Like all the stuff. Okay. Even something to do with like an elbow. I don't know who has elbow issues, but she's kind of highlighting elbow issues. That's weird. I've never like felt like I need to say something about an elbow before, but there we are. And thank you for sharing the live. I am doing readings. If you would like one, all you have to do is ask. You can ask for general, you can ask for something specific, or if you want me to focus on something specific. And if you want to book in for a deeper reading with me, visit me on my website at thependulumspath.com, or literally find me and follow me on every single social media platform there is in existence. Because I'm a professional psychic medium. I make my whole living doing this. But today was a quiet day, and I was like, you know what? I can't do pregnancy readings or legal readings, though. Because I don't do those. It's in my ethics clause and everything. Okay, so it's almost like you want it's okay. I don't know if like family resemblance is a thing, okay? But it's like the family resemblance probably isn't going to happen with the child, but personality, oh my gosh, I'm saying firecrackers. Probably even like a little bit of a performer kind of thing. I don't want to like put like Leo, maybe like Leo kind of energy into there a little bit, like a little bit on the ego side, maybe might like a little bit of attention being drawn to them. Like song and dance, tap dancing kind of stuff. And I even heard like apple doesn't fall far from the tree as well. So if you were into that kind of stuff as well, I see like, it's almost like a red tank top with like a matching red skirt, which could be like a cheerleading outfit, or it could be a gymnastics outfit, something along those lines. It's like red. I think it's like red. It might be having like a little bit of white in there as well, but like the hair is definitely up and there's like some curls going on there as well. And it's cheer. Okay, perfect. Wonderful. Fantastic. There's a male figure up on the other side who's like, she's fantastic. Like the only one in the family with rhythm. And they even have like kind of like that accent, so I don't know if they were like East Coast or something along those lines. Or if they just like kind of spoke with like a little bit of like a different vernacular. But like look at her, she's fantastic. Like that's kind of how it sounded in my head. So if that sounds like them, let me know who that is. They're Texans though. Okay. So it was like slightly like a different, I was like, this is not from where I'm from. You're not from where I'm from. You speak different. Male cousin, oh my god, okay. That's fantastic though. I love that. Yippee-ki-yay. I hope that makes sense for you. And if you want to book in for a deeper reading, visit me on my website. Find me on Facebook. Find me on the YouTube. Because I have like no subscribers on YouTube, and I would like to get subscribers because I would love to do like lives on there as well. But you know, fantastic. See, I can do the thing. I just figured, I was like, it is about time that I do a live on TikTok. Apparently, everyone keeps telling me to, and I was like, fine. And I don't have to set this stuff up in StreamYard anymore. Brenda's like, she can do the thing. She's good. I can do the thing. I can do the thing live and in person, too. How long have I been doing this? Like, doing the psychic thing? Well, I've been psychic my whole life. It just took me like 30-something odd years to have like that whole like light bulb moment of being going, oh. Wow, okay. I did like this whole trauma dump thing, and then like had a massive awakening and woke up to like dead people being around my bed, and I had like a full-blown freak out, and I called my therapist at the time, and I was like, I think you broke me, doc. She's like, I don't think that I did. And I was like, I think that you did, because I'm having visionary and auditory hallucinations. And she's like, why don't you come on in and we'll talk about it for a second. And I sat down on her couch, and I was like, I really think that you broke me, because like I think I might be schizophrenic. And then like within 6 months of that, she's like, I don't know how to tell you this, but I actually think I actually believe that you are in fact psychic, and that like this is making me question my entire existence. And as far as I know, she's no longer a therapist. So I think I may have broken my therapist in the long run. And I remember her distinctly one time leaning forward and being like, have you ever read me? And I was like, well, you've never asked me to, so no. And she's like, so you don't like see dead people around me like right now? And I was like, not unless you want me to ask them to. So that was a fun experience. That was really fun. Yeah. She was a great one. I really think that spirit led me to like that person specifically, because like, listen, there's going to be nobody else open-minded in your state enough to handle all of your stuff that you're about to go through with them. So, and like Bambi, you've known me for a while, but I established my business 3 years ago, like this month, or last month. No, this month. We're still in June. So 3 years ago this month, I established myself as a business and like went full time as a psychic medium. Like I take clients from all over the world, and locally as well, from wherever I live. And I do festivals and stuff like that. So all of that stuff combined, you know, I'm everywhere. But I've been doing psychic readings, or like doing the psychic thing for almost 40 years now. Jesus Christ. The spirit said, here's a professional, let's see if you can break her. Like, seriously. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Story of my life. They're like, here's a whole bunch of really crazy, like, nonsense. Can't break my spirit. Been close a few times. Been really close a few times, but, I'm still going. So, but Brenda's known me for a few years. And Bambi's known me for a while. So. And Nikki, if Nikki is still in here, she's known me for not nearly as long as like other people have, but Nikki's had some pretty amazing. I mean, I think we've had some pretty amazing experiences where her brothers come through with some like amazing stuff, and her brother still teases her like up in heaven, like he teases her all the time. It's kind of funny. I like it. I think it's fun. So. But yeah, I think my mom's first. I think my mom first told me like her first like acknowledgement that I was talking to somebody that was most definitely not in the room. I think I was like less like I was like under 18 months kind of thing. And it just like I mean it stopped for a little while. Like I've gone through periods where it's like I was going through like some trauma stuff and I didn't actually know that like other people weren't like me. I thought everybody could like see all like the shadows and stuff and like hear the voices. I was like, other people can't do that? And people like, no. What? And then I would say things to people and things would come out of my mouth and people would be like, how do you know that? Like, I haven't told anybody that. Like, how do you know that about me? Like, and I'd be like, I don't know how I know that. So, yeah, sometimes I say stuff and then it freaks people out and then it freaks me out that I know the things that I know when I shouldn't know the things that I know. It's a whole thing. It's really fun. It's a cool party trick. I did joke around with my therapist once. So I was like, listen, it's kind of like I can see where you hide your drugs, pornography, and dead bodies. And she's like, can you really? And I was like, no, but it would be kind of cool if I could. Not for the pornography, just for the drugs and the dead bodies. Just kidding. Not really. I'm still fun at festivals, and I'm not scary. You know what? I think I've only ever had one person think that I was scary. But it was just because they were afraid of what I would know about them, kind of thing. Because they were just like, I don't want them knowing. And I was like, yeah, there's a reason that you don't want me knowing. It's because you're doing shady shit. Because you're doing the stuff that you know you shouldn't be doing, and you don't want me, the person who can see that stuff, knowing that you're doing that stuff. Okay? I understand it. I understand it. I get it. But I like have fun at festivals. They are fun. They are fun. And I'm looking forward to the few that are coming up, to the next ones that are coming up. The Case Paranormal one I'm looking forward to. Central West Virginia, Pagan Pride. Yeah, right. You'd be like, yeah. If I asked, so. Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm that scary. Or at least whenever I deliver stuff, I'm like, it comes from a place of love. Like, I understand that, like, life is messed up and really scary and really confusing, and we're all in it, swimming and going crazy and not having a clue what we're doing, and it's like, we're all adults, but we're also, like, when do we ever actually feel like we're an adult, okay? Like, there's never a defining moment where we turn into adulthood. We're just humans the entire time. Like, there are times I feel no different now than I did when I was, like, 16 years old. My body is like, oh, yeah, no, like, you were 98 years old, Natalie. And I'm like, that's fine. But, like, my mentality, there is no difference. Your consciousness, it doesn't age. You just gain wisdom. I'm not all that scary, though. Could be, if I tried. If I tried, I'd have to put in some serious effort. Like, serious effort. Serious effort. Takes a lot to make me go like the whole bull in China shop. Takes a lot. But once I do, there's going to be a really big mess, and I am not going to clean it up. Even though I'm the one who made it. Would you look at that? It's 9:19 p.m. Angel numbers. If anybody wants a message, card pull, or something along those lines, let me know. You can just say, hey, howdy, hey. Or ask a question about what it's like being a psychic medium. Can I smile? Absolutely not. It's impossible for me to do so. It's painful. It hurts. Cannot be done. I don't know. Let me get off here for a sec. I'll see if I can come back. Hang on. I don't even know how to end this. Hang on one sec. I'll see if I can come back.